Hello, you're welcome back. This is still Joad. How to sell, lesson 6. How to leverage storytelling technique to engage customers emotionally. Here's a letter that my uncle read that turned him into a renowned and successful businessman. You can see. After using my sex enhancement product, this is what Mr. Tunde has to say. Read this carefully. How I made my first 1 million naira selling digital products. All of these things I just read, it's about storytelling. Now, in our previous lesson, I talked about you writing your sales message, right? And then attention grabbing headline. All of these things are in step by step. All right. So you can use attention grabbing headline. Definitely, you should use it when you want to tell a story that will pique curiosity and want them to read or want them to listen or watch that video, whichever strategy or whichever way you're trying to convey it. I said, here is a letter that my uncle read that turned him into a renowned and successful businessman. If you're aspiring to be a businessman, a successful one, you want to read because a businessman is telling you that his own uncle read a particular letter and he's successful in his business. You are white, so you want to read that letter too. But this is not a real thing, all right? It's just a picture, right? So another example is after using my sex enhancement product, this is what Mr. Tunde has to say. So if you're in the sex and relationship niche, definitely, and then you are selling a product under that niche, you are selling a product, sex enhancement product, for example. So if your target audience that you've made your research about that you know their pain point that they are having, maybe they have erectile dysfunction or some or things related to sexual illnesses, right? So you want to leverage this. So if they see it, they want to read. They want to read, okay, how does this person do it? Then what's this person saying that's so effective for this person to be able to come out and say something positive about his business? Then this is read this carefully. How I made my first 1 million naira selling digital products. So if you are someone who wants to make money in the online space, you've been struggling to sell your digital products, you've been struggling to create or sell digital products, and then there's a post that said that is how I made my first 1 million naira selling digital products, maybe in video format or text or so. You want to read, you want to watch that video, you want to watch it because you want to learn. Except if you are not in for learning, but if you want to learn how others are doing it, so that you can also do it, and that's a smart thing to do. If you are struggling at a particular thing, you are struggling, and then there's someone beside you who has done it. It is commonsensical for you to go to that person and learn from the person. Simple. So you can know how this person did it. You need to swallow your pride, humble yourself, and learn from this person. So exactly that's how it is. How I made my first 1 million naira selling digital products. So you want to learn how I made it, how I was able to sell digital products that gave me 1 million naira, so that you can also know how to do it. So when you read these headlines now, for example, it will make you want to read the continuation of the post. Then and that's what all these are movies they leverage on. You watch you after seeing the first episode or first scene, they will hook you. You want to continue seeing it. The next scene by scene until you finish it. The next 1 hour or 2 hours plus, you watch everything because they're able to keep you. They're able to hook you on that their storytelling. It's a story, right? It's a story. So you also leverage storytelling when selling because story tells a lot, and then story it resonates with people a lot. People engage more with story. Now, determine what kind of emotion you want your customers to experience while they are going through your story. Storytelling is a powerful tool in marketing and sales. You can use stories to create emotional connections with your audience by appealing to their desires, fears, and aspirations. With this, you can drive engagement, build loyalty, and differentiate your brand from others. However, avoid misleading or manipulative tactics. Balance storytelling with ethical considerations. You shouldn't lie in your story all because you want people to engage or all because you want people to buy your products. That's why I said you shouldn't use an headline that you shouldn't make a promise that you won't be able to keep or be able to deliver on. All right. So be very true to your story, very true to it when you're telling your story. So people will connect. People that will connect will connect. People that won't connect. So everybody can be your tribe. Not everybody will be your community or your circle. So, but the few or the people that will be there, they will be deeply connected. Now, remember a time when a brand story deeply affected you. Stories have been an integral part of human culture since the dawn of time, serving as a means to educate, entertain, and inspire. I made example of that of religious books, right? So the emotion may be positive as with joy, excitement, anticipation, or pride. However, a lot of recorded successful campaigns leverage on fear, anger, or envy. Something that causes people to get fearful or that gets them all worked up. It always work. Like it's almost all the time. It works if you leverage on negative emotions to sell. Let's say your business is something, it has to do with something like that. Like you know how to leverage the negative emotions. It will sell because it's there's this special thing about negative emotions. So it makes people engage, and then if people can leverage on it, it will help them sell more, be it online or offline world. Help them sell more. Another example is watch this video where I shared my story on how I was able to build my online business in 1 year. So if you are someone who has been trying, struggling to build an online business and then it's not working, and then you see a video that says, watch this video where I shared my story on how I was able to build my online business in 1 year. Obviously, you want to watch that video. Okay, how did this person do it? Here are some creative storytelling techniques to captivate your audience with. Number one, multi-channeling your personal anecdotes. Your story, your struggles, your success. Every story is peculiar to the storyteller, or every story is peculiar to the person who experienced it. So you need to talk about your own story. People will relate from their own angle. Because there are some people that you'll be going through almost the same thing. That when you are saying your own side of story, like you are telling your own personal story, they will be telling you that wow, this thing is just it's just as if you are speaking to them directly. Now, your struggles, your success, talk about it. That will be your personal stories. You can share your personal stories or experiences that are relatable to your target audience. This helps humanize your brand and makes your message more authentic and compelling. Once you start telling stories concerning your personal stories and genuine story, please, genuine one. Don't lie, genuine story about yourself, your struggles, your business, your success. People will start to see your business as they will start to humanize your business and then or your brand. So they won't be seeing it as if it's one robotic business or something. They'll start seeing that okay, this is human being who has struggles, who has fears, who has failures, who has successes recorded. Customer success stories. Highlight real life success stories of your customers and how your product or service positively impacted their lives or businesses. Showcase the transformations and positive outcomes they experience. A good example of this is the one I used here. That I said, after using my sex enhancement product, this is what Mr. Tunde has to say. So if you are telling stories about your product, not your product alone, but your customers who has used your product and then it's worked for them or your services and then it's worked for them. Definitely you can leverage this story and tell them that's why in your business you can always ask your customer who has used your product or who has used your service to say some things about you, about your business, about your services, about your products. So it also sells. It resonates with people very, very well. All right. Another one is story structure. You need to structure your storytelling with a clear beginning, middle, and end. Create suspense or intrigue to keep the audience engaged throughout the narrative. That's why I made mention or example of watching a movie. So they'll keep you hooked till the end of the movie. That's how it is. So when you are telling your story shouldn't be boring. You should make it lively. You can even throw in few jokes in the storytelling, but don't go overboard. Just make sure you are focused on what you are telling them. That story that you're telling them, right? And show vulnerability. Share moments of vulnerability or challenges your brand faced and how you overcame them. This builds trust and authenticity with your audience. So because when you're telling them about this, about that, about the challenges you faced, how when you were starting, people that rejected you, we all faced rejection at one point, right? So the rejections you faced, some of the people that you contacted and then they turned you down, some of how you lost money to some businesses, all of these things, a lot of us we've lost money in the online space. Talking about all of these things, if you people will connect because so many people have lost money in the quest of making money on the online space, right? So you share your challenges, share, be vulnerable with them, right? So it builds trust. So show vulnerability. This builds trust and authenticity with your audience. So they know that this person is true. They'll see that this person is genuine. People want to do business with someone who is genuine, not someone who, for example, if you have been scammed online once, and then another person tell you to come and bring their money or to come and bring your money, you'll be skeptical to do so because you've lost money. But if this person come out truly to you and then they show you virtually everything about them, you'll be like, okay, this person is true. You understand? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So this person is true in his business. So I think this person, let me go with this person's option. This person will serve, this person will be able to deliver on his promises. Another one is emphasize values and purpose. Weave your brand's values and purpose into your storytelling to create a deeper emotional connection with customers who share similar beliefs. So all of these things will help you attract your own tribe to yourself. So if you are building a community, for example, by sharing your stories, your success, your challenges, your struggles, your story, all of this is so it will help you continually to attract people. It will resonate with some people. Not everybody cannot be your customer. That's why you're not targeting everybody. So everybody cannot be your customer, everybody cannot be in your circle, everybody cannot be your community. But those people that will be in your community, they will be well hooked and they'll be well connected with you emotionally, on an emotional level. That's why you have a very huge following. People who already connected with you, and then you have a very huge following in your community or your community. When you have a product, digital product or physical product, depends on what you do, and then you throw an offer out, people will buy because they just love you. Like, should I say for no reason? Actually, there's a reason, but they just love you. So anything you say, it is a yes. Anything you say is a yes. You now be surprised when you are selling, and then you just see that people are just buying what you sell. You feel okay. You will even know that you can create a product out of this small thing. Then if you create a very small offer and then you throw it out, you see that you make a whole lot of money because they are deeply connected with you. That anything they believe it so well that anything you drop out there is valuable. Anything you drop is genuine. Anything you drop, they will get value from it. That is how it is. But you must take your time to understand your business, understand your product, and then make sure you document your journey. Very, very important. Document your journey as you go step by step, as you grow in your business. Document it so that later on when you start to share your stories, they know that wow, this person has really struggled. I hope you understand this very, very well. Very, very important. Leverage storytelling when you are selling. Leverage storytelling, it sells a lot. Using videos or word format, it sells a lot. It sells a lot. Sells a lot. All right. So see you in the next lesson. See you in the next video.